do your parents think about monsters? Do they believe in them? Those were men.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
The new trailer for Dust Bunny has finally arrived, and it immediately sets a tone that feels eerie, mysterious, and strangely nostalgic. From the very first frame, the atmosphere draws you in with a sense of quiet dread, the kind that doesn't rely on loud scares but instead uses silence, shadows, and subtle movements to build tension. The trailer opens inside a cluttered old house, filled with the kind of forgotten objects that hint at lives lived and memories long buried. Dust dances in the dim light, floating as if alive. The camera slowly creeps through narrow hallways, and already there's a sense that something unseen is lurking just out of frame. The soft tapping of something crawling overhead makes the air feel heavier, and although nothing has appeared yet, the uneasiness is instant. The introduction of the main character comes without dramatic fanfare, yet it carries emotional weight. A young woman steps into the house, struggling with a mixed expression of fear and determination. She appears to be someone returning to a place she once knew, a place filled with painful history she tried to escape. The trailer doesn't explain her backstory directly, but the visuals suggest she has unfinished business here. Her eyes linger on certain corners of the house, places that seem insignificant yet clearly hold memories. The way she moves shows she is both familiar with the house and haunted by something within it. The silence between her breaths and the creaking floorboards amplifies her anxiety. From this point on, the trailer makes it clear that Dust Bunny is not just a horror film about a creature, it's a story rooted in trauma, secrets, and the unsettling feeling of something that refuses to stay buried. The trailer takes a darker turn as the shadows in the house start to move in unnatural ways. Small piles of dust shift on their own, reacting as if something is hiding beneath them. At first, it appears subtle, almost easy to miss, but the deliberate pacing makes every moment feel intentional. When the main character stoops to examine a patch of dust, something beneath it scurries away. She jumps back, and the camera cuts sharply, giving only the briefest glimpse of something crawling behind a wall. It is never shown clearly, which makes it even more disturbing. The tension lies not in what the trailer reveals but in what it refuses to show. Dust Bunny leans heavily on the power of imagination, letting viewers fill in the blanks with their own fears. Another figure is introduced, an older man who seems to have a long history with the house. His expressions and tone suggest he knows more than he's willing to explain. When he warns the young woman that the things we try to ignore only grow stronger, the line echoes through the trailer like a central theme. The chemistry between the characters feels layered, hinting at a past relationship filled with regret and unspoken truths. The man's fear is different from hers. He seems resigned, as though he long ago accepted whatever haunts the house, while she still believes she can confront it. The dynamic adds depth to the story and makes the danger feel more personal. The music in the trailer slowly rises, but instead of a traditional horror score, it uses distant whispers, rattling vibrations, and reversed lullaby tones. These unsettling sounds create the sensation that the house itself is alive, breathing, and reacting to their presence. As the music grows more chaotic, the visuals become increasingly intense. The walls begin to pulse, the light flickers violently, and dust clouds drift through the air as though controlled by invisible hands. The trailer cleverly connects the imagery of dust with themes of neglect, forgotten memories, and the unsettling idea that even the tiniest things can become monstrous when left unattended for too long. The next portion of the trailer shifts into faster, more chaotic pacing. The young woman is seen running through the house, trying to escape something pursuing her. Quick flashes of movement show glimpses of a creature made entirely of dust and tangled fibers, its shape constantly shifting. Sometimes it looks like a crawling mass, and other times it forms into something almost human. The creature never fully materializes in clear view, but its presence feels overwhelming. Close-up shots of its silhouette reveal jagged limbs, hollow eye sockets, and a swirling core of dust that pulses like a heartbeat. Every scene suggests the creature feeds off fear, guilt, or memories growing stronger. The more the characters try to ignore it, one of the most chilling scenes in the trailer takes place in the attic, where the young woman discovers old drawings, photographs, and objects from her childhood. The camera lingers on a drawing of a shadowy figure standing at the foot of a bed, crudely shaped but unmistakably similar to the dusty creature haunting the house. As she flips through the pages, the scratching sounds around her grow louder. Dust falls from the rafters, swirling in the air like a storm. Something crawls behind her, too fast to identify. She spins around, but nothing is visible except drifting dust. The trailer immediately cuts to black, allowing the unsettling silence to linger before the next scene begins. The following shots reveal how deeply the creature has embedded itself into the house. Furniture shakes as though something massive is moving underneath it. Electrical lights burn out one by one, leaving the characters surrounded by creeping darkness. The older man appears again, desperately trying to board up a doorway while whispering, a warning that it only wants what was left behind. The line suggests the creature is connected to something unresolved from the past, something tied to the family who once lived in the house. As he pounds nails into the wood, dust pours through the cracks like thick smoke. His fear is palpable, and the tension building through these scenes creates a sense that confronting the creature will mean confronting long-buried truths. The trailer continues with a montage of intense moments, each one escalating the danger. A hand made entirely of dust reaches out from under a bed, grabbing the woman's ankle. A window shatters as a massive form lunges through the shadows. Dust spirals in the air, forming shapes that resemble faces, watching and whispering from the darkness. The woman screams for help, but the sound is swallowed by a sudden windstorm that erupts inside the house. The soundtrack grows louder and more chaotic, blending distorted whispers with deep rumbling noises that make the entire scene feel unstable. Flash after flash reveals quick glimpses of the creature, its shifting form, its hollow eyes, its grotesque, swirling, always changing, never fully seen, as the trailer reaches its climax. The young woman stands in a room lit only by a flickering lamp. Dust fills the air around her, drawn toward the center of the room where the creature begins to take shape. The swirling mass becomes larger, forming a towering figure made of dust, hair, cobwebs, and debris. The lamp flickers faster, and the shadows twist wildly across the walls. The woman confronts it with trembling determination, holding a small object from her past, something meaningful, something the creature seems to recognize. The atmosphere shifts as the creature stops moving, its form vibrating as though conflicted or hesitant. The music drops into silence, leaving only the muffled sound of dust settling. Just when it seems the scene will resolve, the tension snaps. The creature lunges forward in a violent burst, and the screen cuts to black. The sound of a sharp gasp echoes, followed by a single whisper that hints at the deeper mystery driving the story. The trailer ends with a final shot of the house from the outside. Dust begins to rise from every window, drifting into the night sky like smoke from a dying fire. The unsettling image lingers long enough to suggest that the terror inside is far from contained, leaving viewers with a sense of curiosity and unease. The final moments of the trailer reveal the film's release date in bold, atmospheric text, appearing through a cloud of drifting dust. The screen fades out slowly, allowing the suspense to settle, and the soft echo of a child's voice humming a distorted lullaby plays as the trailer concludes. It's a haunting finish that perfectly captures the unsettling mood of the film. The overall impression from the official trailer is that Dust Bunny is shaping up to be a deeply psychological horror experience, blending emotional storytelling with haunting creature design and atmospheric tension. It hints at a narrative that goes beyond simple scares, exploring themes of childhood fears, unresolved memories, and the terrifying idea that the things we ignore can grow into monsters. The trailer's commitment to subtle horror instead of predictable jump scares makes it feel refreshing, unique, and genuinely disturbing. Every frame suggests the film will combine slow-burn suspense with intense moments, creating a horror story that lingers long after the credits roll. The trailer leaves audiences with many questions. What exactly is the connection between the creature and the characters? What happened in this house that left such a powerful imprint behind? Why does the dust behave like it's alive? The lack of clear answers is what makes the trailer so effective. It gives enough information to intrigue viewers while withholding the most important details, making them eager to see the full movie. The mixture of emotional depth, atmospheric, horror, and mysterious storytelling positions Dust Bunny as a film that fans of slow, psychological terror will immediately be drawn toward, as the final echo of whispering fades out. The trailer ends on a note that suggests the film will explore far more than just supernatural scares.